coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts. Hey man, shout out to everybody out there on Team Banky Pound, man. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. 33, man. 33 years of prison stories, man. We pushing P. We pushing positive energy all the way down the line. We trying to get it. We trying to get this message out there. By any means necessary, man. No limits. Break the chains, man. No limits, man. That's what we trying to do. Man, I truly, truly do appreciate everybody who follow this movement, man. Everybody who trying to help me push this narrative, push this message that we need to save our young kings and queens, man. It means a lot to me. That's that fuel to my, my fire, man, to keep me going. So everybody who leave comments, everybody who write me and tell me how much these videos and messages impact them or give them something that they could give to somebody that's around them. Man, big love to y'all, man. I definitely appreciate that, and I definitely need that. So always remember that, man. Your voices do not go unheard, man. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, man. That's how we move this train forward, and that's where we're going forward. Ever forward, never backward. You dig? So salute TBP Nation. Stand up. We out here. Let's go. Let's get it. Oh, I do not know why this crossed my mind, but it did. It did. So I wanted to try to tell y'all this story and try to tell it in a way that I could tell it without really, you know, putting nobody down or shaming nobody. Although everything I say is actual and factual, and I don't think nobody would really be ashamed. But I tell these stories with people's family in consideration. So take that for what it is. But man, I can remember I was on this institution, and a lot of people that was locked up with me probably gonna know who I'm talking about. So it's all good. But I don't think names are relevant. But I remember I was on this institution, man, and like I say, after a while you've been locked up, and like say me being from DC or whatnot, most of the time after a while I done been locked up. So a lot of times I'm on the block. I'm the oldest dude from DC or been locked up the longest from DC. So I'm like the big homie, right? So a lot of times a lot of issues come to me that's not my issue. You dig? Because people be assuming that if you get into something with this dude in the block and he from DC, then I'm a you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna probably be involved, which most of the time it was accurate. You know what I'm saying? But not like just because I'm clicked up or nothing. It's just because I just be wanting to, look out for the youngest. And then a lot of times, most of the time, situations in prison, it's some garbage, man. It's some BS. But it could turn into something deadly. It could turn into something dangerous. It could turn into something violent. So I usually try to be a voice of reason with the situation if it could be. And then sometimes they may get out of hand, and it depends on what's being said and how it's being said and the tone that is being said in. But for the most part, I had got to the point in my bit where I was more of like trying to stop something before it got violent. Whereas to in the beginning of my bit, I was trying to, I ain't care. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, I just ain't care. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably gonna be the one that's gonna create the situation, when it get a little volatile or the words get a little, I probably create a situation just because I ain't want to wait around and see what the situation was going to turn out to. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. I'll probably move faster when I was younger because I knew that I didn't want to get caught sleeping or something like that. So, but after time and I've been doing time and people know who I am and they know how I'm coming, I had a little bit more leeway. Whereas I felt like if a joker know if he come at me, he got to come for keeps. And I know a lot of dudes ain't trying to do that because most dudes in penitentiary want to see the streets again. So if you go all out, you almost kill them chances. So I you know what I'm saying? It's psychological too. You know what I'm saying? War period is mental more than it is physical. So you got dudes, you got to be able to outthink a dude. You got to be able to think like they think or understand their psychology. You understand? And it came to a point why I was kind of like good at that, you know, or good enough where it kept me alive. But with that being said, though, like I say, my little homeboy, man, I met him. I was in the block for a while now, and before I moved in the block, he was already in a situation, right? I don't judge dudes. They do what they do. You do what you want to do. You your own man. You make your own decisions, and that's that. I ain't got nothing to do with it. I judge you by how you carry yourself with me. How you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna deal with you how you deal with me. I ain't got nothing to do with what you doing on the side. If you're a dope fiend, that's on you. I'm not gonna judge for that. If as long as you don't bring no dope fiend license to me, you understand me? If you gambling, if you messing with them boys, I ain't got nothing to do with that. As long as you don't bring that situation to me. You understand what I'm trying to say? So he was my little homeboy. He was a good dude, you know what I'm saying? And I eventually, knew his code E, which I was real cool with his code E. But he was into that. He had a boy, right? And him and his boy, man, let me tell you. You think Boo Boo and Charles had a volatile relationship? These jokers had a volatile relationship, man. And my homie, he's supposed to be the man in the situation, and he's really good at basketball. He a good basketball player. So a lot of times he on that court, dudes be taking shots at him like verbally because they know he messed with the boy. He in the cell with the boy. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of dudes would take shots at him, trying to, you know what I'm saying, call him these names, that name, because he cooking them really on the basketball court is why they was really doing what they was doing. So a lot of times he'll act real meek and he wouldn't really, lash out at him verbally because I think because he just ain't want to leave the boy. A lot of dudes thought because he was scared or he was soft or he couldn't fight, which was not the case. It was more so he wanted to stay with that boy. You know what I'm saying? So he took a lot of stuff. And that used to rub me the wrong way a little bit too when I hear it or I see it because I knew dudes was taking advantage of that, trying to talk slick to him because they knew he didn't want to leave. So they getting off on that by, calling them these type of names or whatnot or whatnot. So a lot of those things like that cause situations too because it's like, you know, you pushing something at the dude for no reason. You know what I'm saying? If you really just trying to fight, then you know what I'm saying, push something at somebody who trying to fight. You see the man ain't trying to fight. Don't get mad because he better than you at basketball. He can do what he want to do, and then you don't like his lifestyle. So you gonna bring up his lifestyle because he better than you on the basketball court. It was one of those type of situations, right? So, but for the most part, I stayed out of it. But I made note of all this stuff because to me, I look at those type of dudes like that. You you know what I'm saying? You cherry picking, you trying to pick on somebody who ain't really looking for no drama. They ain't running from no drama, but he ain't looking for no drama. It ain't like somebody would have walked up to him and swung on him, he won't gonna swing back. That wasn't the case. You know what I'm saying? But dudes will take advantage of what they can take advantage of. So anyway, he had a situation with his peoples though. I think he took a lot of his frustration out on his people. I think that's the same thing, in my opinion, would be happening with these COs. They got a bad life at home and they come in prison and they take it out on us because we can't do nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? We can't do nothing about it. Anything we do about it, we gonna be penalized. Same thing with him. He mad because he can't get at these dudes how he want to get at them because he gonna get separated away from the people, and he go in there and he take it out on the people. But it was ironic, but that's what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? He was going in there and he'd get mad and then he started beating the boy up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like beating him up. They be in there fighting like all the time. So I used to be trying to talk to him, telling them things like, look, bro, I ain't judging you for what you into, this, that, and the third. That's you. You want to do that, you do it. And he won't hide it. He let it be known. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like he was ducking and dodging. He let it be known. And then I guess he felt like he didn't want to get out of it because of the fact that everybody already knew that you was into it. So he was like, well, I'm here. I'm stuck. I think that was his mindset. Just for me conversating with him. That's what I thought. But he used to beat the boy up a lot. And I used to tell him, man, listen, you gotta, if you ain't getting out of this situation, then you gotta stop doing what you're doing, man. Cause you gonna mess around and you beating these people up, man, and you going to sleep around them, bro. You in the penitentiary. You in the penitentiary. You go to sleep, you beat this boy up, man, and you might not wake up. You know, oh, they ain't gonna do nothing to me. I ain't worried about. They know. I wish they would. All right, okay. I've never known a man that could defend himself while he sleep. Now you might even wake up and if what's done to you ain't damaging enough to slow you down, you might can overcome that. But if somebody make a deadly move on you when you sleep, you ain't gonna never wake up. You ain't gonna never wake up, champ. And I used to try to tell him that, but he ain't want to listen, right? So eventually, I think the boy knew that out of anybody in the pod that he respected was me and this other homie that we had in there. He was older than me, but he hadn't been down as long as me. So he knew that if anything, he listened to me, he listened to him. Now, at first, before I had got in there, he used to be going to him all the time, trying to tell him what the little homie was doing. Could you tell him to stop it? You know what I'm saying? I don't want to, I don't want to, get the police on him, or I don't want to do nothing like that because I love him and I don't want to do, but he just keep on beating me and he doing it for nothing and woo woo. And then my homeboys, they be wanting to jump him and stuff like that. Then I be telling them, no, but you got that type of stuff was going. It's real live domestic violence in situations going on, right? So I can remember the other homie telling me, he said, yeah, he gonna be coming to you soon, because I done told him, I done talked to him all I can talk to him, man. I ain't trying to get involved in all that foods, but I ain't gonna let the Bama's jump him though over there, because that, you know what I'm saying, what he do with his people is what he do with his people. The Bama's ain't gonna jump him, because he was saying like, and that be happening in there too. It happened on the DC side too. Like you had a boy or something, and then he messing with his man. Then his man be wanting to beat on him, and then the DC dudes might tell him, "Look, man, you messing with him, man. We ain't judging them because they get whatever, that's their lifestyle, but you ain't got to be beating on." So it's the same thing where the boy was from. His homeboys them was saying like, man, what you beating him? You beating him for, you know what I'm saying? You already into that type of stuff, but don't be beating on him, man. You know what I'm saying? That type of stuff was going on. So more or less, my other homeboy was saying like, well, they ain't gonna jump on him, you know what I'm saying? And I done told him stop putting his hands on the people, man. But he hard head, Joe. He hard head. I ain't gonna keep talking to him. He said they gonna be coming to you for long, and that's what was happening. That's what eventually happened. The boy started coming to me, trying to talk to me, say, man, can I talk to you? Like about what? Could you tell him though? You tell him when I go in the cell, then he gonna beat me because he said that I was talking to somebody on the yacht. I won't even talk to him, but I know he gonna. You know what I'm saying? Could you just talk to him? Cause I ain't trying to. I'm telling you, I'm gonna get him locked up. Next time he hit me, I'm gonna get. I say, well, yeah, I get the man locked up. Why you can't talk to him? Why y'all ain't? When he don't listen to me, he ain't gonna listen to me. He gonna act like he listening. As soon as the door's closed, he gonna beat me. I know he gonna beat me. You know what I'm saying? And they be fighting back, but they couldn't whoop him. You know what I'm saying? Man, listen, man, they were coming out there with busted lips, black eyes. They had to wear glasses. Sometimes they got to stay in the cell 3, 4 days. Cause if the police see their face messed up, they gonna lock them up for investigation or whatever, whatever. That's the type of stuff they was going through, and I'm talking about this like every week. So I talk to him. I tell him, like I say, man, look, bro, you gotta cut that out. If you gonna get up out of it, get up out of it. But he was too far gone. He done got the boy name tattooed on his chest. The boy got his name tattooed on his arm. He gone. You know what I'm saying? And he told me out of his own mouth, man, I love him. I said, okay. Well, if you love him, why you beating him? Because he don't listen. He don't listen, man. He don't listen. He got me, everybody looking at me now like I'm gay or something. And he be acting like that. Nah, man, you know what I'm saying? You got me out there where everybody, so you see how the dude be talking to me, everybody think I'm gay now. So I'm just straight gay. So if I'm gay, then he gonna listen to what I got to say. It ain't like I can leave. If I leave him, everybody still gonna be saying I'm gay. So no, he ain't going nowhere. And that's that. And he ain't nobody gonna do nothing to me about him. So like, what I'm supposed to say to that? I don't know what to say. I'm not no psychologist. So I'm telling him, bro, okay, I get you, I get it, I get it, I get it. But if you love him and you ain't trying to leave him, eventually you gonna hurt him to the point where the police gonna notice and you gonna get locked up anyway and y'all gonna get separated, Joe. That's all gonna happen. Or you gonna mess around and hurt him too bad in there, and you gonna mess around, you gonna get some more time. Man, I got a rack of time anyway. I might not never go home. You know what I'm saying? That's why I started doing this crazy stuff. But now I'm in it, so that's it. I ain't tripping. I ain't tripping, homie. I ain't tripping, man. Don't, and they ain't got no business coming to you, trying to cry to you or nothing and none of that. I said, man, listen. First thing, I'm coming to you because you my little homie. Don't go back in the cell and beat the boy because he talked to me, trying to, not for y'all to go to jail and not to leave you. He ain't leaving me. He ain't going. I wish he would. I wish he would. I'd kill him. I said, man, you, shawty. So you gone, man. You got to slow down. You got to start thinking. You got to start thinking. You told me you gonna kill him. You kill him. What you, man? You gonna let you chill? I don't care. I don't care. He ain't going nowhere. He better not try to go nowhere. I said, jeez, and Pete. Jeez, man. It's real life stuff, man. How you deal with this type of stuff? I don't know how to deal with this type of stuff. I'm like, I'm trying to help him. You know what I'm saying? But he in his own zone and he listening to me, but he not hearing me. He listening to me, but he not hearing me. He like, boom. And then I got to the point where I knew he couldn't hear me. So I'm just telling him. I say, bro, all I'm saying is talk to the people, man. Just talk, man. Talk to them. You don't be beating on them, man. I'm telling you, that's dangerous, Joe. You got to lay down and sleep around them. You ain't with them 24/7. You go out and play ball, man. Them people can go to the police and put the police on you. By the time you come back, they gone. You can't do nothing. You got to think about all of that. You know what I'm saying? You got to think about all of that. The homies ain't gonna let no mamas just jump on you or nothing for whatever y'all got going on. But at the same time, they can catch you in the stairway when ain't nobody around. Anything can happen, man. You got to think about all these things. I ain't tripping. I ain't tripping, man. For real, I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? They bet, I ain't tripping, man. I know they think I'm soft, but, bang, hey, I can fight, man. I said, I know you can fight, young. I know you can fight. Man, bang, I'm telling you, man. And I used to be like, boom, and I ain't know. I was just like stuck with the situation. There wasn't nothing I could really do because nothing that I was saying was really getting to him. He was doing what he wanted to do, and that was that. And the same thing just kept going over and over. The process kept going. Every week they fight. Every week something going on. The boy steady listen, telling me like, man, can you talk to him? Can you talk to him? He on that stuff today. Can you talk to him? Like, all right, I try to talk to him. But I knew I couldn't say nothing to him that he was going to listen to. You know what I'm saying? I knew. And then I started getting to the point where it felt like he told the people stop coming to me. Told them stop going to our other homeboy. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry, don't be going to them. They can't tell me what to do. Woo, 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 woo. He done told them that. But he still keep doing it because he was just looking for some help. But he was in love with him too because he ain't want to go nowhere. If you taking all them beatings and you ain't checked in and you ain't did nothing to him or what, you won't try and go nowhere. So I don't know what they had going on in there or what their chemistry was where they didn't want to get away from each other, but it was volatile. It was volatile because, like I say, it ain't like the boy won't fighting back. He was fighting back. He just would lose. You know what I'm saying? And then he to be honest with you, he would nasty out his mouth. He be saying slick stuff like to little homie when people around him, if a homie try to check him, he'll say slick stuff, because like I say, bottom line was he a man too. He had an ego. He may be acting in the role of a woman, but technically he a man. So he had an ego. So whenever Youngin tried to check him or say something to him in the block, he'll get smart. And Youngin, you can see it in his eyes, like, all right, I got something for you. You know what I'm saying? I got something for you. I tell you, in one of them videos I had spoke about him before. They was going we was going to commissary or something. He was in the line. He was trying to tell him something. He didn't want to listen. Man, he reached up and grabbed him, jerked him back and slammed him up against the wall. And the boy got braced up on him and he punching him. And we right there. If the people in the booth look over there, that's a wrap. And I'm like, man, what you doing, youngin? What you doing? And he like, man, I get you. Get him. And he was trying to drag him and the boy was trying to push back like he won't go and I'm going to come. So he was like, nah, you going up in the cell. You know what I'm saying? And he was just, man, I was like, man, this is crazy. And then my other home like, man, yo, let him go, man. Let him go, man. He sleep with you, man. You trying to go to jail, man. Trying to stop the commissary, man. Let him go, man. Let him go. Leave him alone. He's, all right, I got you. I got you. He said, you ain't gonna do nothing to me. And then he started getting loud. So people tell him, look, calm down. But it's like he was getting ready to dry snitch because he was like scared to go back in that cell. He know he got to go back in that cell. You know what I'm saying? So he was talking so loud and cussing and like, man, F that, I'm tired of this. You keep putting your hands on me. Now the police see that alone, it's already gonna be drama. Already off the top, man. So just crazy, crazy, crazy situation, man. It's like these type of things that people on the street y'all may not even know even occur, and then some of y'all might blow your mind, like yeah, cause yeah, these two men, you know what I'm saying? But they two men is they one playing one role, one playing the other role, but they obviously in love with each other, and it's just volatile. It's volatile, you know what I'm saying? And then people who know them is getting dragged into it because it's like on the street, they bringing their problems to other people. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't want nothing to do with it. Lord knows I ain't want them. My seller used to be laughing at me like, yeah. He used to be like, Counselor Bank, Counselor Bank. I said, I ain't no counselor. Tell you, yeah, you a counselor, you a counselor. Oh, what? For the week out, they gonna be knocking on the door. Man, yeah. Can you come get here? And I couldn't stop him. I could not. You know what I'm saying? I could not. And no matter what I said to him, he would listen to me. But he was gonna go do what he wanted to do. And that's what he kept doing. And they just kept rumbling, kept fighting, they kept fighting until one day I think the police caught him, you know what I'm saying, locked them up. You know what I'm saying? Locked them up, both of them, you know what I'm saying? He was fighting in. When he knew he was gonna get locked up, he started whooping them right there in front of the police. You know what I'm saying? They had to run up in that joint, and stop them, take them out. And the crazy part about it was, if I'm not mistaken, man, if my memory serves me correct, when they got out of jail, they was in two different places. One was on this side, one was on the other side. And they kept meeting on the yard every day, just out there every rec period, just so they could see each other, talking and walking the yard and holding hands and getting in the counter. And, it was just insane, man. It was insane. You know what I'm saying? And then people, it was rumors that I heard that the boy had started trying to mess with somebody else. It was in the block. Then Young was trying to see him on the yard. And they was talking about Bethlehem play and all of this and all of that. All over, these peoples. You know what I'm saying? All over these people. This is why I tell you, man, it's just a crazy, crazy life, man. Crazy, crazy life, man. I was just like glad Youngin um ain't get hurt, you know what I'm saying, to my understanding in that situation, because he was living a dangerous life, man. You in there beating up on somebody, whether it's a boy or not, period. You know what I'm saying? It's somebody in that cell with you, and you putting your hands on them on a regular basis, where you sleep at, where you got to close your eyes, where you got to be unconscious at. Boy, you braver than the average joker. You know what I'm saying? You braver than the average joke. And these dudes is running their mouth to you, calling you these names because they think you weak because you messing with the boy. They ain't even looking at, say, the psychology of, man, you beating that boy up, man, and you laying your head down there sleeping when you done beat somebody up in that cell. So you ain't scared. You ain't scared. You know what I'm saying? So they won't looking at all of these different factors. I look at everything. I analyze everything. You ain't scared. You know what I'm saying? And come to find out, he could rumble. He could rumble because the dudes that I knew that grew up with him, his co-defendant, I ran into his co-defendant, was cool with his co-defendant for the rest of his bit. And even though his co-defendant out here on the street right now, and he could rumble. He known on the street for rumbling. He just got into that. And that consumed him because of how much time he had. And I guess he felt like that's what, you know what I'm saying, that's what he was gonna do. And he started it and he couldn't stop. But just another reason, man. Another reason I tell y'all. Penitentiary free. Stay penitentiary free. You don't want to be in there for nothing. Please believe me, man. And this is just one, this ain't even one inkling of what goes on in the penitentiary. You understand me? This just happened to be his story, his life, what he got caught up into. And once you start, how you start, whether it be getting into that, whether it be getting into drugs, whether it be getting in the barn, whether it be getting into fighting, whether it be getting into gambling. Once you start something in penitentiary, that's how you gonna have to keep going. Because that's the way, you know what I'm saying, everybody gonna perceive you. Straight like that. If you come in there whooping butt and busting heads open or pushing the Bethlehem, guess what? You had to do it the rest of your bit. That's what's expected of you when you have an altercation. It's expected of you to send somebody up off that joint. That's what's expected. If you do anything less than that, then you slipping. Then you getting old, or you getting soft, or you getting damn. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you getting stage struck. You worried about going home now instead of surviving. That's how dudes gonna look at you. So you got to be all the way out the gate. You ain't safe till you out the gate. That's the only time you safe, when you get out the gate. Then you come out here and you worry about the evilness and the diabolicalness that's out here in the big world, but you get away from that part. But you ain't away from that part till you out the gate. You see what I'm saying? So I'm sure the whole bit he gonna have to deal with that situation. You know what I'm saying? When he get transferred, he gonna have to deal with that because people already know. Oh, that's the Joker that was on. What's the name with the boy? That's how I go. That's how I go. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, man, I just wanted to share that with y'all, man, just to give y'all another look, another dynamic of what goes on in the penitentiary, man, and all reasons and all messages is to let you know this is not an ideal life. This is not a life you want to live. Anything going on out here in the free world is better than what's going on over there. So stay out here, man. Stay free. You know what I'm saying? If you're not at jeopardy of ever being locked up, talk to somebody you know. Somebody you love, somebody you care about, somebody that got the same blood running through their veins as you got. If they in jeopardy, talk to them about not going. Talk to them about their decisions. Show them some of these videos. Let them know what's going on in there. Let them know what type of life they headed for if they stay on the path that they on out here. That's what we trying to do, man. Because everything I'm telling you is real life. This is a real life. You know what I'm saying? This is going on and much more. You understand? So, yeah, if you ain't with none of that, don't go up in there. That's all I'm saying. You know, but y'all tip to me in the comments. I talk back, man. Y'all be safe, be smart, make good decisions, man. Duck them hooks. Duck the penitentiary. Duck the foolishness. Duck the Bammers. Just duck. You did? Because if you don't, you're going to get hit with them hooks. And you might not survive. Y'all be easy. Bye.
The banking special.
Yeah.
Pure delicious.
Pure deliciousness, man. My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.